All right, everyone, docket's going to start at 9 a.m. It is 8:57 a.m. And Deputy Laura, you know what song that is in my head right now? Okay, and let me just start by saying this. This song, it's just because the guy sings it so well. But it's the meaning of the song, it's a bad meaning. It's about people cheating. Me and Mrs. Jones got a thing going on.
I love that.
But you know what? Okay, yes. And you know what? When you listen to that song, why are y'all meeting at the same place every day? You're going to get caught. Same time, same cafe every day. And then telling everybody they got a thing going on. We know you do. You're meeting at the same place. Nobody meets that often. Oh, if you just turn it to the clerk. And then it's 6:30. Isn't your wife wondering where you are? You're never home at 6:30?
Reset their set on Monday, so we're trying to get
Does it say the time?
Oh, yeah, 6:30 at the same cafe every day, 6:30. Holding hands and making plans.
That'll never happen.
Somebody is going to be the last to know. But I think his voice is so great.
Oh,
And you know,
he was saying anything.
oh, if you ever listened, you should listen to him sing Summertime. He adds like this scat run to it. Summertime is so beautiful when he sings it. You just feel as though you're there.
There's one singer, I can't remember her name, but when she comes on,
Mhm.
and it's from the Motown period,
Mhm.
think of her. I just love her voice. Oh, I think it's not Gladys Knight.
And then Frank Sinatra sings this song, but it always makes me sad. It's he goes through his stages of his life. Like when I was 17, yes, that one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like that.
Let me see. Hello. How's it going?
Well, how are you?
All right, Vashon, we were just talking about the song that's stuck in my head,
And what's that?
Me and Mrs. Jones. And I was just telling Cindy, I don't know why they're not getting caught because they meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30. And he's like, nobody knows we're there. Yeah, they do. They see you every day.
Oh, they.
Yeah, making plans. All right, Trey. All right, so if you want to make sure you talk to the state about the discovery, and your client is on bond, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so it's going to be recalled for the Tuesday, okay?
Perfect. Thank you. Is that for both of them, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Saw you all over Twitter last night, Judge.
It's me. I was at home watching Psych.
I love that show. I was watching Psych too lately.
Psych.
It's like a cheesy, but it's good. I enjoy it.
You know, I love the fact that they did a sort of a parody of Twin Peaks,
Mm-hmm. Yep, I love
the
that.
Cinnabon Festival.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
You too. Happy Easter. All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to stand and let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here, and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. And if a warrant is issued for your arrest, that means that you're going to be taking a trip to the Bexar County Jail. All right, Marco Marino.
Custody.
Oh, custody, thanks. Araceli Robles. Araceli Robles. Emmanuel Perez. Fidencio Gonzalez. You need to stand when your name is called. Thank you. Troy Mishler.
He's president. Council will confirm.
Thank you. Luis Briceño. Thank you. Michael Gonzalez, Ramiro Guzman, Leslie O'Bannon, custody. Jorge Martinez. Is it hot in here?
It is.
Okay, thank you. I always want to, is it hot in here? Or am I having a hot flash? I think it is hot. Juan Ortiz, custody. If you're having a hot flash, claim it. Brennan Short, James Kellogg, Alan O'Brien, custody. Christopher Maresco,
He's present, Your Honor. Will confirm.
Harold Adams Raleigh, Isidro Garcia, Ted Cantu Kalanga. Thank you. Heather Pippin, custody. Juan Ortiz, Nieves Carrillo, custody. Okay, how do you pronounce that last name? Carrillo. All right, thank you. So I didn't do the Y with that. Michael Medina, Brennan Short, custody. Luis Alec Martinez.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hal Raleigh, you're on the docket twice. Irene Garza Farias. Stephanie Sandoval, Stephanie Cled, Monica Wade, custody. Felipe Antonio Lopez. Thank you. Kevin Curiel. Hank Maldonado, custody. Luis Acora, custody. Craig Cantu, custody. Karen Garniga. Thank you. Mario Huwiti, custody. Juan Carlos Castaneda. Thank you. Richard Cantu, custody. Cortez Polk, Sergio Garcia, Hank Maldonado, Ramiro Guzman, custody. Is there anyone who's present and your name has not been called? What's your name, sir? Elon Gonzalez? Do you have a case number or SIT number? Do you know who your attorney is? Fine. All right, just have a seat. All right, everyone, these are the rules of the court. Follow these rules. Follow the rules and the court will run smoothly. Don't follow it, court is not going to run smoothly. Number one, attorneys. You're not ready to approach the court unless you conferred with the state and conferred with your client. If your client is in custody, you need to request that they be brought out. If your client needs to speak to the court in a language other than English, then you're going to need an interpreter. Let the coordinator know or the clerk know. And once you requested the interpreter, please do not leave the courtroom because there's a limited number of interpreters that are available. Once you requested your inmate, do not leave the courtroom because for security reasons, there's a limited number of inmates that can be in the box. To my left is the court coordinator. Do not talk behind her when we're on the record. This is something that attorneys forget to follow. So let's present Easter miracle today and follow that rule. You'll know we're on the record because the style of the case will have been called. The reason why is because it's hard for her to hear when people are talking behind her. If you're seeking probation for your client or if your client is on probation, you need to speak with Ms. Abrams and confer with her. She's the probation officer in this court. It'll slow down the process if you don't confer with her because I'm going to ask her for her thoughts and opinion anyway. To everybody in the gallery, if you don't see your attorney here, you need to step out and call them because guess what? We are cutting off docket today at 11:30. And let me explain to you why we're doing that. Because everybody needs breaks sometimes. We were here in trial. What was it? Was it Wednesday? Today is Thursday, right? We were here in trial Tuesday till 10:30 p.m. Then Thursday, we were here till 6. So today, everybody's getting an early break. So things are getting cut off at 11:30. So if your attorney is not here, you need to step out and call them. Otherwise, you're going to be called back and you're going to be called back next week and you'll be called back with a different judge. All right, everyone, please confer.
I know that the prosecutor that's assigned to this case is in trial here today. She's a special prosecutor that's in a different unit of my client, Michelin. National Child Support. So somebody's coming. Okay. Okay, I'll just wait. Thank you. And we received a letter from you.
But I, oh, okay.
Can you? You got a file?
Norma? Yes.
That was.
Can you, I send it to you and then have
The attorneys are gonna be coming up. Yes.
And it's not in the file. It's not in the.
It's not in the.
That's, those are the two things that I want to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll wait for Hunter.
Yes, yeah, no, I know, not to, she's not.
Time to get a little.
No.
Are you able to tell me the original owner of somebody that set up Docket today?
Normal.
Okay.
On this, it already shows you. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Felipe Lopez, I think either 2024 CR 1619. Felipe Antonio Lopez. $3,000. Okay, thank you.
I just.
No. No la sacamos hasta lo que venga el abogado. Okay, pero va a venir, ¿verdad? Que venga el abogado.
Did you get it?
He's on his. President.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So I am ready to approach on this one, whenever the judge is available. Okay. Thank you. No, he's here in the gallery.
He's in the gallery?
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean, she got remanded without bond on this when it came out, but he's never like tried to.
Is it an off docket or is it?
It's an on docket, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know.
Lopez Felipe?
I know. But yeah, whenever judge is ready, I can approach. Okay. You know, do you need a copy of the MTO? For the judge or?
No,
Okay, all right, I'll just sit back, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Somewhere. Here, that's the one.
Prosecutors for the state, have you all received this? I'm sure you already know about the process though, but in case you didn't, I received that email.
Okay.
It's in jail. I didn't file.
I don't know if it's working that way or not. They say it is, but who knows? All right, who's here on Felipe Lopez? Good morning.
Subbing in for Christopher Castro.
All right, and where Mr. Lopez?
I think deputy just took him back.
Oh, okay. Well, once he's brought out, then I'll
Okay.
take up the matter.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You haven't seen the middle breath left.
Yeah, they just brought him back out. So whenever the court's ready.
All right, just give me a moment.
Organized.
Mm-hmm. And you know, when I look on the system, I can't see that they've been virtually booked and they're not actually here. Mm-hmm. So supposedly they let everybody know, but I'm just,
Yeah.
Deputy Laura, this goes with this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, who is here on Felipe Lopez?
Towards you.
All right, if he'll come down, Mr. Lopez. All right, so before we go on the record with the bond issue. Wait a minute. Does he have a motion to revoke in a new case?
No, there's not a new case, Your Honor. This is a motion to revoke based on some positive UAs and failure to submit to UAs and possession of a weapon.
So I don't have a motion to revoke before me.
I have a copy.
Okay. Oh, is this the one where?
We're not ready to proceed with that though, Judge,
Okay.
except for today to set bond. I don't have a court summary. It's not for motion to revoke. So
Oh.
I have all my stuff ready.
Okay. Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. Is he on defer? I need to see.
He's
if
on
he-
deferred.
Deferred, okay. All right, thank you. All right, just a moment. Jen, on this one, there should be more attached to this because he has a motion to revoke. And I just have that. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1619, State versus Felipe Lopez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harrison.
Defense?
This is Pauline Portillo here on behalf of Christopher Castro for Mr. Felipe Antonio Lopez.
And are you Mr. Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to this attorney standing in? All right, we're here on a motion to set bond. He's entitled to a bond because this is a deferred adjudication. Have you all reached an agreement on a bond setting or no?
Judge, the original bond in this case is 50,000. I understand. We would understand if the court were to double the bond. So 100,000 is what the prosecutor was okay with. I would ask for any consideration for Mr. Lopez just because I think last time he was here, he's a student and may still be a student and just have limited funds. So I just asking for the court's consideration on that.
I can do that.
And the amount of maybe $75,000,
All right, and let me see the motion to
of
revoke.
course.
All right. Let's go out the break.
I would, of course, if the court is willing to allow us to resolve it without a
If it's possible for probation to proceed, then
My first thing. I want to stay. It's first seven and I'm trying to make sure we're on the horse.
hi, Hunter. Good morning. How's it going today? You too. I always tell everybody, whenever you need a prosecutor, to stand in, even if it's not their case, Hunter will appear.
That's fine, Judge.
Yeah.
Try to be helpful.
Get us up.
Mom on the line here?
Yes.
Good morning, Mommy.
She always talks about you. She's like, where's my other son, Hunter? I'm like, I see him around.
Coming to you live from San Antonio.
All right, so who's here on Emmanuel Pettis? All right, who's the attorney for Emmanuel Pettis? All right, on this case, where are we on discovery?
Judge, it's our first setting.
Mhm.
I've downloaded what I've got. I think there might be some stuff missing. We're just gonna coordinate, make sure it's not the case.
All right, and so let me ask you all this. Based upon what I'm seeing here and that it's SBI, I'm assuming there's some medical.
Yes.
All right, and so are you close to having medicals or no?
No, Judge, like I said, that's not available online and I'm recently in this case.
Okay, so do you know if you all have medicals or? Okay. All right, so what I'm thinking, and if you all want specifically 30 days, I'll give you specifically 30 days. But I know how the issue is with medical records when you get into them through third parties, and then some people want money and they don't understand this is a criminal process. I'm thinking in June.
That's fine, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, I need a discovery date for the week of June 9th. All right, June 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You're welcome.
Yeah, just we'll sign it.
All right. Okay, thank you. Just give me a moment. I'll call you up. Have you, they already pulled your file?
No, I'm bad.
Mhm.
Juan Ortiz. No.
So counsel, I call in order of appearance. So if you'll just have a seat, I'll call
No
you.
problema, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Sure. Just one moment.
review the case file to see what due diligence was done and so forth.
All right. I'm sorry?
According to the summary, it's just non-reporting, because it didn't report at all. So I would have to double check all of the notes to see what exactly was complete when, as far as due diligence is concerned.
All right, State, could I see you for a moment on this case? Oops.
Yes.
Oh, you have to talk to probation
Yes.
about that.
Release of judge?
No.
No, I don't have a form, but I'll just let you know where to go.
And Jenna, for his directive, don't put that in until 11:30 because it may end up being Bear County jail time.
Okay.
All right.
And Judge, I
You're
just
taking
want
that.
to be clear on what we're doing on the case ending in 4615.
Yes,
I gave you a motion to withdraw. Can I
yes,
have
I
that?
signed it. It may be in the court's file.
Okay, and then are we just gonna terminate unsat, or it expired on August?
Terminate unsat.
Okay.
All right. And then council, just approach on that when you're ready.
I will, Judge, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and that is done. This was dismissed. Who's here? Troy Mishler.
I'm here.
All right. So on this case, where are we with the discovery? I know a protective order was signed the last time we were here.
It was actually signed Monday, Your Honor. It's an agreed protective order. We were not on the docket that day. I just came early
Yes.
to make sure that it got done. The state has it. There's more discovery that's under the umbrella of that protective order that needs to be provided. We'd ask for one reset.
All right.
And Judge, I believe there are also CPS records that Ms. Andreas were implemented into Mr. Law.
Okay. So when do y'all, and do y'all have the CPS records in your custody or if they're still with CPS?
It sounds like she's in the process of gathering. I could be wrong on that, Judge, but she's in trial, so I'm saying.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for the week of June 9th and state, this date that I'm giving you, I expect all the discovery to be completed and state you need to be prepared to make an offer at this next setting.
June 9th.
Oh, no, the week of, all right, June 9th.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Always good seeing you.
You too, Judge.
All righty.
May Mr. Mishler be excused after we sign the.
Yes, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, it's back, I think. Norma, I thought today was gonna be a little bit like a Monday. I should have put that in the universe. Juan Ortiz. Who's here for Juan Ortiz? All right, Mr. Ortiz, where are you? Come forward. All right, Mr. Ortiz, good morning. So today is your plea deadline date. So have you all reached an agreement or no?
Your Honor, I came onto this case on March 3rd. I then received a substantial discovery. In addition, there are two unindicted cases. The offer on the table.
Oh, I don't need to know the offer,
Okay.
but
It's a serious matter, and I'm asking the court to extend the plea deadline by 30 days. I'm not seeking another extension.
all right, where is the, what are the unindicted cases?
We hope to dispose of it all within the 30-day reset.
No, 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 I mean, what type of cases are
Drugs,
there?
more drugs.
More drugs. All right. So how much time are you requesting?
30 days, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, if you'll set this for a plea deadline date, the week of May 19th, please.
I might have to move that up a little bit or a little back because I'll be in Japan for that week.
Oh, look at you. What are you doing in Japan?
Sumo tournament,
Oh, wow.
baseball games, the big Kyoto street tournament.
Okay, so you always bring me back photos of your adventures. I'm gonna expect that.
Your Honor, I try to bring you little piece items, but I think the wife is getting suspicious.
Hey, we're not
Back on that.
we're not Mr. and Mrs. Jones, but your wife and I are good friends, so she knows better.
Thank you. Judge.
Sure. Let me ask you then. So you want to pull out your calendar?
Yes, Your Honor, yes. I know I leave May 10th and I'm gone for 15 days.
Oh, okay. Then if you're leaving May 10th and you're gone for 15 days, that will put us the week of May 26th. So Norma, if you can put this maybe May 29th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your plea deadline date is gonna be May 29th.
Thank you. Your Honor.
You're gonna miss the cherry blossoms.
Actually, they're a little bit late. I'll be there about 10 days later than the best of it.
Ah.
I'm
Well,
excited.
I will tell you, there is someone there that I watch her because her life story is so interesting to me. Her name is Sunday Love. So she's over there, she buys property and she shares how she's changed her life, and her life story is one where she's just working and building different things. So she has a vlog where she's buying property there and she'll show you how to, what you need to do. But she's nice. She shares all of her knowledge with everyone.
Apparently, property is very inexpensive if you get outside of Tokyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you, her last name, she spelled it, it's Sundai, last name Love.
LOV.
And yes,
Okay.
so if you look her up, I'm sure she'll show you around, and she is always telling people, these are sites. If you're in Japan, you should always make sure you see these. So you should check it out.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank
have
you
a
very
good one.
much.
All right, so we're gonna see you back on May 29th. That will be your plea deadline date. If you all don't reach an agreement by that date, your next court setting is gonna be a jury trial. And if you want a jury trial or a bench trial, what I can tell you, a bench trial with me, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, you're gonna get found guilty. If they don't, you're gonna get found not guilty. You understand? All right, thank you. So Norman, usually he goes to all of the soccer tournaments. What do you call the international soccer? I forget when no. I mean, what's the name of the tournament? Yes, the World Cup. Thank you. So he's always at the World Cup. All right. Ted Kalanga. Hello. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court, but you always do. I appreciate that. All right, so where are we on this case?
Still on discovery, Judge.
Okay.
I think that Mr. Burrow is one of the first times he's here, and he just discussed with me some other additional information that he may be supplying to us.
Okay, and I see that there are medicals involved in this, obviously.
My understanding that we don't have possession of those. As of yet.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this then for June, because usually medical takes a little bit of time. Ms. Ferguson, can you put this for the week of June 16th? And that's going to be a short week because 19th is a holiday. So we just have the 16th or
There's the
17th.
19th Monday,
No, the 19th is a Thursday.
Thursday. So there's a
That's a
holiday in
holiday.
the middle of the week.
Yes. Oh. Oh, somebody's gonna be here. A judge is gonna be here that week. All right, yeah, because the judge is gonna be here that week. Yeah. You know what? Let's put it for the week of June 23rd.
I'll do the 23rd.
Is that on a Monday, Jeff?
Yes, is that good for you? All right, so we're gonna come back on discovery on June 23rd. Is just to make sure that your attorney has everything he needs, all right? Thank you. All right, and how's everything going? Oh,
I'll show you some photos. It's ugly.
well, Mom and I will keep you uplifted in prayer,
Yeah,
because it's bad when that happens, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a bad luck for health wise for
Yeah.
quite a while now. Yeah.
But you know what that means?
What?
Improvement is on the way. We're gonna put good vibes out
I
there.
mean, I wish you would, really. Yeah, she just lost her sister 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
pancreatic cancer, and
Yeah,
she just went through it now, broken leg. And just been-
but you know what?
I know.
Tell her this means slow down, relax, center, take care of wellness. Yeah. And Mom and I are sending prayers her way.
Appreciate it.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Just have a seat. Your attorney will bring this reset form to you, okay? What page is Kalanga on?
Page 3 at the bottom.
All right, thank you. Can I see attorneys for the state, please? Both sides. First chairs. So everybody won't have to leave their position.
I just got a message from him. I was with him Monday, he wanted to ask.
Who's here on Harold Raleigh?
Oh, you did, okay.
Good morning. And where is Mr. Rowley?
And Judge, his name is incorrect. It's actually Riley Adams.
Oh, Ray Adams?
Riley Adams. They
Raleigh
just mixed
Adams.
it up.
All right. Hello, Mr. Adams. All right, so your attorneys filed a motion to withdraw?
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right, so they're saying they're having problems communicating with you. All right, so, oh, no gum chewing. That's okay. It happens. Don't swallow it, though. Our parents would always say it would mess up your intestines. All right, so let me explain something to you about communication with attorneys. I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor. Sometimes attorneys will tell us things. We don't like what they say. So then we say, it's your fault. This profession has to be the only profession where if somebody's in trouble, they blame their attorney. And I understand that. But usually when people have a medical issue, if they have a heart problem, they don't start blaming the doctor. It's your fault. I have a heart problem. Their whole thing is, what can I do so we can resolve this issue? But with attorneys, when you have a case, sometimes you're, why hasn't my case been dismissed? Why am I not in jury trial? Why hasn't this happened? So what I can tell you, if the issue with your attorney is, hey, why am I not in jury trial? It's because we have cases that are set before yours. If your issue with your attorney is like, you haven't got my case dismissed, attorney can't force the state to dismiss your case. If they want to dismiss it, they'll file a motion to dismiss, and then it'll be up to me to sign it. And if I don't want to sign it, I don't have to sign it. So if that's the issue, this motion to withdraw is not going to be granted because you need to communicate with your attorney. And what I can tell you, if you're not speaking to your attorney, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up going to a jury trial with an attorney that you have never spoken to, and that's going to be your fault. How old are you? 50. All right, you're 50. So it's not like you're 3 and people can't communicate with you. So she's saying she has a problem communicate with you. Step back, communicate with your attorney. You understand? All right, thank you. All right. Sure.
And Judge, to finish short.
Yes.
I know that we've been waiting a long time for him.
Yes.
We have.
Okay.
However, Pat Hancock wasn't given notice and he's out of county. He's
Okay.
asking for it to come back Monday.
Okay.
And
The reason he wasn't given notice, Judge.
And I'm fine with that
when they
even.
booked him, They withdrew, Mr. Hancock's.
Okay.
He wasn't on the docket, so
All right. So y'all want him here on Monday?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
We should be able to work it out.
Oh, yeah, sure, Monday.
So I'll just. put that.
Sure.
In the back of the judge.
You wouldn't happen to have a Zoom link, would you?
Yes, that's right.
Is it always the same? No, 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 for a hearing.
Oh. What? The same.
It is.
No question until,
I'm
until uninvited people start logging in, then judge will change it.
So anybody can just get on it?
They could try.
That'd be admitted. Right?
If they're gonna be in today, they have to do it for the other day. Yeah.
Okay, we're set, so he should be allowed in. Let me,
Need a sticky note?
I was gonna take a picture of it. I was gonna let you, hand you my phone, let you take a picture. I didn't want you to rip that thing off. But that's all right. You're blocking your face. I'm playing. I'm not trying to be a creeper. I did not get your face.
Oh, she was trying to do that. No, you guys, there's a picture in there, always saying this, you're not, you guys are not. All right.
All right. Please be seated. Mr. Adams Riley, or Riley Adams, come forward. All right. You've been on this planet for 50 years, right? You need to speak up so I can hear. All right, let me explain something to you. People always say to the bold, you know, you get things because you're being bold. When I was a defense attorney, I would have male clients sometimes that would hit on me, right? And you know what I would tell my client as I'm seeing them at the jail? I would be like, you would be such a good catch. If only you didn't have this SID number and was charged with murder, I would consider. Your attorney doesn't want to date you. No, listen to me. Your attorney doesn't want to date you. So you need to respect your attorney. Your attorney knows all of your criminal history. Normally, women do not want to hang their star to somebody with criminal history. And when you are in a professional setting, you need to speak to that person professionally because that person holds your life in their hands in a way. Like maybe they don't want to represent you very well. Maybe it's, hey, this guy's hitting on me, he's all creepy. Maybe I should just let him go to jail. So the next attorney you get, speak to them professionally. There's none of this, hey, sexy, hey, baby, because they're not interested in you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to allow your attorney to withdraw, and I'm going to appoint you a male attorney. If you want to say, hey, sexy baby to them, just see how that goes. Have a seat. You're going to get appointed to a male attorney. Have a seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Short, is he in custody?
Yes, Judge.
All right, on Short, he's gonna be recalled for Monday.
Okay.
And on that one, I'll make sure I sign the motion to withdraw. And Norma, make sure that they don't take Mr. Short back or anything of that nature. For whatever county may need him, put a hold on him. Who is here on Christopher Mariscal?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, if you'll come forward. All right, so blood draw, where are we on the blood draw?
We triggered all the discovery and.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna set you for a plea deadline date and Ms. Ferguson, if you can reset this for the week of May 12th for a plea deadline date. All right. May 12th will be your plea deadline date. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. Just have a seat and your attorney will be give you a reset form and then you'll be excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And both parties, could you make sure you do an acknowledgement of discovery?
Yes. we'll do
All
it
right, thank
now,
you.
sir.
Okay. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How's it going?
I'm doing great too. Oh, your medals, they're so cute. I love the
thank
umbrella
you.
theme.
Here you are.
Thank you.
You're
It's really
welcome.
pretty.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Have a good
Yeah,
one.
he's on Zoom. Check this, it's on.
47, 90, 47, 90. 414.
Yes. I'm okay. Yes.
I'll bring the discovery voucher back to you, okay?
Who's here? Monica Wade.
Present on that, Your Honor.
Wait.
Your Honor, subject to court approval, the defense and the state agreed on a $40,000 bond on her MTR.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 8093 State versus Monica Teresa Wade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Joseph Acevedo for the defendant.
And are you Miss Wade? You're here requesting a bond, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there a proposed agreement for the bond?
40,000, Your Honor.
And any objections to the court reviewing the motion to revoke?
Oh, Your Honor.
And what was the previous bond set at?
20,000, Your Honor.
All right. Court is gonna grant your motion. Court is gonna set the bond at $40,000 and the court is gonna order full GPS.
Your Honor, given the Easter weekend and given tomorrow courthouse is closed, may we have that, that she have it installed on Monday or Tuesday?
No. And based upon the allegations in the motion, no. So it's gonna be full GPS. The fees will be waived. They'll do it at the jail. And then Ms. Ferguson, I need a setting for a contested on this. And if it's not contested, then just let the court know.
Judge,
Yes,
I want to make you aware that I did reach out to the manager to get a court summary and they are currently working on it.
for this case?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, well, if they want to, if you want to proceed on a motion to revoke, we can proceed on the motion to revoke, or either it can be reset.
Okay, we're gonna stay with where we're at. But also, Your Honor, may it be partial so she can continue to go back to work?
No. All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a contested date. All right, May 12th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so state, it's set for a contested on May 12th. If it turns out it's not a contested, then it will not be a contested.
You're not-
And I'll just put the unindicted case on that same debt as well.
See you next time.
Have a good fiesta
You
week,
too. Have a good one. Oh, Locke,
Yes.
do you get a chance to see John Fox? I know your brother does.
Yes. No, that's me, Judge. I do.
I'm sure to let him know, because I text him all the time that I'm still thinking about him
I
and
I'll
give
do
him
it.
that.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Tell him it's an umbrella protection for him.
I will. I will.
All
Thank you,
right.
Judge.
All right. Bye-bye. And Norma, on the nightmare case for Wade, it's listed as Denny Callahan representing her. So if defense counsel is on both of those, he needs to do an notice of retained counsel. No, it's a firearm. Yes, and if you don't let Jenny know that that's being recalled for May 12th, here on Stephanie Cled.
That's me, Judge.
And where is she?
His son in the box.
Come down, please. And she only has this one case?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
This is an abatement of an appeal?
Ah. All right, let me see if I have that. Just 1 second. Oh, see, the problem is they hand me. Oh, this is for the motion to revoke, correct? Where
That's
she
an
was an
appeal,
appeal
a
of-
motion to revoke that, yes, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8049 State versus Stephanie Cled. Could I have parties announced for the record? And it's really just
me.
defense. Yes.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Ms. Glick.
And are you Miss Clede?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record for a moment. Norma, do you have that document to forward to me? No, you can just email it. Okay. Yes, it did. All right, we're on the record, Cindy, back on the record. And the appellate number is 0825000040CR. All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
ma'am.
All right, and your attorney is here with you, is that correct?
Yes.
And have you had a chance to confer with him?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the appellate court has sent me an order asking me to ask certain questions of you. The first question is whether or not you wish to continue with your appeal.
No, I do not.
Okay. And you understand you can still continue with your appeal. There's an attorney here who would do the appeal for you. So you do not wish to appeal.
No.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Judge, it's a collateral thing. I've been speaking to Ms. Clede, and she's expressed some concern about that there may be some miscalculation on his time.
All right.
And so she's asking me to request the court to see if we could check it twice, because the time she was in county from September to January is not counted in her time. Although she's had a release date for May 9, if they counted the date, she would have been released already.
All right.
And
So
also,
this is what I'll need you to do, counsel.
yes,
If you will check with the jail on what time she's given, the clerk should be able to pull it. And they'll be able to pull that for you today, and you can sit with your attorney today. And if there's an issue with the time, you feel it's not correctly calculated, then I will review it. And if I determine it's not correctly calculated, then I'll give you the correct time.
Yes, Your Honor. Will this be done today?
Yes,
Will this be done today?
if you all get it done today.
Yes.
All right.
and on that too, that she is participating in the programs for the 820 at state jail. And so she asked me just to bring that to the court.
All right. Well, for me to give credit for that or consider getting credit for that, I'll need some more information from the
From them.
clerks.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have been receiving emails from, I don't know if it's a family member or who was it?
Oh, we're off the record.
From
Yes.
her side asking that she wanted to find out about the jail credit. Everything was forwarded to Barbara Paulson and court admin to figure that out, so they were supposed to write her back. I did instruct that family member to tell her to file
Yes.
knuckle tones,
Yes.
and then they would check it. So they were supposed to follow up with.
All right. So what I'll do is, well, this is the thing. We are where we are. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We're trying to make sure that everything is done correctly. So everybody, let's keep it here. I understand when you feel like you're supposed to be out and you're not out. I can understand that raises tension, but we're trying to solve the problem and see if there is a problem, okay?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send an email to Ms. Paulison and we'll go from there. And Cindy, the record that we just did, could you get that to Ms. Paulison as well? All right. All right, so just give me a moment, just have a seat.
Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And if you will check with them to see how much time they've actually given her credit for, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Check this out.
No patience in her pocket.
Somebody loan her some patience.
They're gone.
They're gone, they were gone.
You guys are ready? Okay, go ahead and review it when you're ready. Let me know.
Gotcha.
Okay, hi, I'll contact you in just a second.
Here you go.
We're starting trial back up in the gym.
Kevin Carriel.
No, so that's.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are
All
you?
right, I love the color of the tie.
Thank you,
We're
Judge.
starting.
So on this case, it's restitution hearing.
That's it.
All right, are you all ready for the restitution hearing?
Yes, he's on Zoom.
Yes, he's on Zoom. Are you? Sure. All right, as soon as he does that and they're in.
I'll have a seat.
All right, thank you. Araceli Robles. Good morning.
This defendant is at the Pay It Forward Haven for Hope
Yes.
program. I spoke with her program person yesterday. She's doing really well. She's graduating and she's transferring to the kind of like the halfway point. She'll be at the halfway point by April 28th. And I have conferred with state. We have an offer we're going to accept.
Okay.
If I could have a plea setting for the week after, so the first week in May.
All right, so you want to do it the week of May 6th or the week of May 12th?
May 6th is fine.
Oh, no, you told me which day.
May 6th is fine.
May 6th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Araceli Robles, if you recall it, May 6th. And tell her I'm so glad she's doing well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, awesome. And that will be for disposition.
Yes, Your Honor, we will please.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead.
No.
Maybe.
56 total.
Michael Medina? Is he in custody?
Yes, you can cut that.
All right, Deputy Laura,
Yes, Judge.
on this case, it's going to be recalled. State, defense counsel's in jury When do y'all want this recalled? It's Michael Medina drug case. You want to do it next week or you want it the following week? It's possession with intent 4 to 200.
What's that?
I can put it on the 24th because,
24th is fine.
okay,
I appreciate it.
sure. Norma, put it on April 24th. Yes.
Is that the Zoom link? Thank you.
And Jason, it shows he has a new case that's unindicted, I think. Okay.
Yeah. I have another uninvited. Probably.
Okay.
I don't like it. They might not have that baggage because of,
I just didn't want that, I didn't want to appreciate you. Guys are gonna be like, "Oh,
Judge there.
Okay. Okay. All right.
How many days she got credit in the judgment?
I did check the disposition.
Irene Garza Farias.
Sure, the violation.
Is the attorney here for Irene?
Judge, let me just check the check. Judge, that's a compliance.
Yes.
Okay, so, but I'm gonna say, can you put it up?
Hello. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, how are things going?
So Judge, can I just real quick, there was a status report for consideration for extension. This was sent, last week.
Mhm.
The court did not want to sign it at the time, wanted to give an opportunity to speak to, the probationer. It all stems from her restitution.
Mhm.
Otherwise, everything's going really well with her and her case. Reporting on time, like everything is good. The restitution is to the Texas Workforce Commission.
Mhm.
It was originally assessed at $8,973. She's
Okay.
paid $2,739.
So you say it was originally at how much?
$8,973.
Uh-huh.
And she's paid $2,739, leaving a balance of $6,234. Ms. Farias did let me know that she has fallen on really hard times. In December, this past December of 2024, she had to file for bankruptcy.
Mhm.
It was confirmed the 9th of this month. I did talk to her to say, is there any way, what can you possibly afford at this point? And she said roughly $120 a month.
Okay.
So everything else is fine with her, conditions and everything. It's just the restitution. And I don't know if you wanted to ask her any
So
questions.
there's you don't have any concern about drug use, no concern with reporting or anything?
No, Judge.
All right, so let's do this. You're gonna pay the $100 a month. That's what you're saying you can pay? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, probation. Okay. Okay. All right, everyone, please whisper. Well, I'm happy for your promotion. And I can understand bankruptcy is hard because they take it and you don't even see it in your check. It's just, you don't get this amount. Sometimes you end up getting $50 or $100. So I understand. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna extend her, but she's allowed to report by mail. I don't think that there's no other programs left for her. It's just the restitution. So you
Yes.
can report by mail. Oh, you like to do, oh, do it? Okay. She wants the contact. So you all,
Zoom?
yes, Zoom. All right. So we'll extend her to June 11th. And we'll see the way things go.
2026
Yes,
school year.
yes.
Okay.
And we'll see how things going. I will tell you this, if you make those payments faithfully, I'll consider not extending any further if there's still a financial hardship.
And did you want me to amend the condition for a payment of a certain amount every
Yes.
month?
Yes. So you're,
100?
I want you to be sure that it's specifically $100. Don't come before me trying to say $100 because you feel that's what I want you to say. If it's not in the budget, you need to let them know because they're going to be expecting $100. All right, so $100 a month.
Yes, Judge.
And I'll waive the supervisory fees because we're trying to get that.
Yes, Judge.
All righty. Is there anything else? All right, you're welcome. And Ms. Abrams, do you need this? Or no?
I'll take it.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. And again, you know, if you need anything or you're having difficulty, just let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing that, you can always come back to court. I thank you. Yes.
Provided the Zoom link to Ms. Leo.
Okay, I'm waiting for them and let defense, your client dropped off the Zoom, so if you want to call them as well. Yes. Mhm.
We have checked with the clerk. She has 156 days
Uh-huh.
and the judgment reflects only 131.
All right, so if you will, just one moment, let me check the email and see if that's been sent to me.
That's her name that you want.
Yeah. Well, yours too. No, I'm just, I spelled her C-L-E-H and so. All right, counsel, can I see your sticky note? Do you have the exact dates?
156.
No. I need the dates.
Oh.
So if they can put that on there, I'll send it to Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for certificate of appeals. No, on
Okay, so I'll sit down. Is that okay if I go to another court package?
Oh, they're not? Can I do that now? Okay, I'm gonna be bring my own.
Was my case?
Yeah, let me get that.
No, that's been completed.
Well, I didn't know if we needed to or not. I'm sorry, Judge.
Yes.
The payment has been made.
All right, yes, you'll need to approach.
Okay,
Bring him up.
I'll have them get him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull his, yeah, you can put one and have one.
Just let the deputy know whenever they can bring him back out.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing that right now.
Yes.
In the back.
Yes.
Moving right along. Oh, is
Try.
that your medal?
Yes.
I gotta get one of those. I'll trade you.
Yes, please trade.
I'm, I'm in the Cavaliers, so I'll get you a bunch, different
Oh,
ones.
that would be great.
Yeah, my wife thinks I'm the biggest goober because I collect. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
It's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Very springy.
I love the
Yeah.
spring.
Who helped you design that?
Oh, the entire staff, we just come up with an idea and then we send it to somebody and they
I've been
send
meaning
pictures
to do
back.
one.
You should.
I'm not a sports owner.
All right, we're back on the record in 2021 CR 0832, State versus Juan Carlos Castaneda. Can I have parties announced for the record? State,
James Tochi from Mr. Castaneda, Judge.
and are you Mr. Castaneda? Any objection to defense's oral motion for reconsideration of sentence?
Judge, actually, here's Carrie. Sorry.
Yes.
No objection.
All right, then the court will, my understanding, he's paid the full restitution?
Yes, ma'am, he has. I provided a copy to Deshaun of the probation department, Judge.
All right, then this is what the court will do. The court will grant the motion because you all agree still to terminate, agree to revocation, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is going to find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. See, people, I always tell people, sorry, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, credit for any time served. The court will show that the restitution has been paid in full. Again, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Do better. All right. Thank you.
Would the court declare his sentence? He has the time. If you don't,
They'll have to see it. I will tell you, if they find out that you have all the time, then they will put in their judgment satisfied, but I have to have the documents. I can't go just, you're saying it. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I just needed the certificate of appeal. Okay, thank you. No worries.
Gold, like the golden tickets.
All right, are you all ready on Kevin Curiel?
Sure.
And I think Inez Liel is the restitution witness. State, is that correct? All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 3419 State versus Kevin Curiel. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Pearson, State.
Joey Contreras for the defense, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Curiel, if you could show your video, please. All right, we're here on a restitution hearing, and this is the last day for this restitution hearing to be heard. So just one moment, let me pull this. Just 1 second, everyone. And I say this is the last day for the restitution hearing to be heard because we were here on January 30th and it was reset for March 4th. And then from March 4th, it was recalled for today. So this is the last day for the court to hear this restitution matter. And what was requested was an itemized list from the insurance company.
Yes, but I'd like to put forward a legal argument first, why the court is prohibited from ordering restitution in this case. Can I hand the court a case?
Mhm.
I took the liberty of highlighting the portion that I think is most relevant.
Sure. Okay. So this is what I need to know before you present your
ma'am.
argument, counsel. I need to know what is the restitution related to. If this is merely restitution that is going to an insurance company, of course, that's not going to be ordered.
Okay.
But if this is something that is out of pocket from the complainant, I need to know specifically what that out of pocket expense is. And then I can make a determination on whether or not it's related to this offense. So
Fair
does,
enough.
yes. So does anyone have that information from the court?
I do not, Judge.
I do not. I think we have asked the restitution.
Miss, you want to call your witness? Does she?
In this layout.
Ines Leal? Can you
Yes, ma'am.
show your video, please? Do you solemnly, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ines Leal.
All right, any objection to this witness appearing by Zoom, state or the defense?
None from the defense.
All right, state, you may proceed.
This layout. Last time that we were here, the court indicated that it wanted you to prepare an itemized list of the damages that you experienced as a result of Mr. Curio's actions. Were you able to do that?
I couldn't hear you at all.
All right, do you have an itemized list of your expenses from the insurance company? Were you able to prepare those documents or obtain those documents?
No, I wasn't.
All right, so Ms. Leal, the court is not going to order restitution in this case. You'll have to seek other avenues. What I can tell you is I'm only allowed to legally to grant restitution if there's an agreement between the attorneys for a restitution amount, or if I'm in receipt of documents that shows restitution. I'm not allowed to just say, oh, someone says my restitution is $20,000. Let me sign that and pay for that. So you'll have to seek other avenues if you feel that there's restitution is owed here, but my hands are tied. There's nothing else I can do with regards to restitution. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, thank you.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes,
Is that yours?
yes.
I'm trying.
Before Judge Contreras leaves.
Oh,
I'm sure
sorry.
he had-
Thought we're off the record.
I'd like to hear.
Oh,
Okay.
just for education's sakes?
All right, well, you all can sit and you can share the case law with him.
Okay.
I'm aware of the case law, but here you are, counsel.
See, Judge, you're ahead of me. You already know this stuff. Oh, I thought you were gonna give my case back.
No,
Thank you, Judge.
you're welcome. Have a good one.
Were you designer?
It was a group effort with the staff.
Take full credit, Judge.
Okay. There's no restitution order.
Okay, so we're done. I can hang up.
Yes, you're excused. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get O'Banion. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, who's here on Karen Garnica?
And the other one's Riley. Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Riley Allen.
And this is for sentencing.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 00279, State versus Karen Garnica. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Johnny Rodriguez for Mrs. Garnica.
And are you Ms. Garnica?
Yes.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on April 3rd. The court ordered a TAP evaluation. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state recommends community supervision. Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation?
Yes, for the defendant, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
Any objection to the TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
All right. State,
No objection.
all right.
Sorry.
No problem.
I just want to clarify one point, Your Honor.
Mhm.
On the evaluation, it indicates that she continued doing cannabis after the accident. It was just a one-time occasion, 2 weeks after the accident.
All right, you shouldn't be doing it at all, because here's the thing. What has happened in this case is something that's devastating to all parties involved. And for you to show the court that you realize what you've done shouldn't be you're taking actions that are illegal actions. You understand? Your thought process needs to be changed. Do you have any children? How far did you go in school? And are you employed? What do you do?
I'm a sales representative.
I'm sorry?
I'm a sales representative.
Okay, and what do you sell?
Granite, points.
Okay, and what is your work schedule?
For 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, Ms. Abrams, this is what we're gonna do in this case. And state you may be excused. Court is gonna find you guilty. The court is gonna sentence you to 10 years in prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be intensive outpatient treatment with probation, and I'm following the recommendation for the TAP evaluation.
Judge, if I may add also, she's from Laredo, Texas, so we're asking the court to see if maybe she can do those things in Laredo, Texas.
All right, there'll be a transfer to Del Rio. What county is that?
It's Webb County, Your Honor, Laredo, Texas.
All right, Webb County. There is to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. 200 hours of community service restitution. 2-year license suspension. DWI education course. Victim Impact Panel Live. Are you on any type of GPS or anything?
Yes.
All right, there's going to be GPS for 20 days in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing that, because there's overcrowding at the jail and you're employed, and the court is going to find that it'll be a hardship for you to lose employment. So partial GPS for employment for 20 days. Ignition interlock full term. Do you have a vehicle? Are you driving?
No, but I have a portable breathalyzer.
All right, so it's ignition interlock full term on any vehicles that the defendant has access to, or there's to be an affidavit of non-driving. And with that, there could be a portable monitoring device, full term. Probation, is there anything else?
Yes, device. Did you want that for her to obtain that in Del Rio?
Yes.
Laredo.
I mean Laredo? I thought you said Del Rio or.
Yeah, he said Del Rio.
I said
Webb County.
Laredo. You said Del Rio, but it's Laredo, Texas, Webb County.
Okay. Laredo. Yes.
Fine,
All right. Is there anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand? Yes, probation?
Judge, I did forget one thing.
Yes.
Did you want field visits if they do field visits there?
Yes. Field visits, one time per month for 8 months.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and we can go off the record. Ms. Abrams, they just sent us, I think I gave it to you and put it on your desk. Supposedly they have a new alcohol monitoring system that's done with the watch. I don't know if y'all are doing that or not. It's only $10 a day, but they're not doing it, all right? All right, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, you need to let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, then you can always come back to court. If you think you're going to use, you need to pick up the phone, call your probation officer, tell them what's going on in your life, because I want you to be successful on this probation. And if you don't tell people that you're having issues, nobody knows. And then you look up and you have a motion to revoke. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Excuse, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you.
First bench.
Come right here.
All right, everyone, court is closing at 11:30. What's here on? Are y'all ready on Harold Rowley Adams or no?
Your Honor, I'm just being appointed.
Okay.
And I would like the opportunity to get discovery and.
Okay, all right, have him come up. All right. So on this case, how much time are you asking for, counsel?
45 days.
Ooh, I give 30.
Okay, 30.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset on May 15th.
Fine.
All right, this attorney doesn't want to date you. He's already married in a committed relationship. You understand? All right, what date, Ms. Ferguson?
May 15th?
May 15th. All right.
Okay,
Thank
thank you very
Once
much.
you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Judge, and I also have Ms. O'Brien. O'Banion. Okay.
Oh, is it O'Bannon?
Huh? O'Banion, yeah.
Oh, have her come up.
Leslie?
No, it's.
Um,
Not yet, I can do that right now.
we're at an impasse and I've had her psychologically evaluated. She's come back competent,
Okay.
but, I don't think we're gonna get a plea bargain done today.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, what is your concern?
Mr. Nady.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
Happy Easter.
Oh, happy Easter to you too. How are you doing? Yes.
Good to see you.
You too.
I'm sorry about this, but my stepdad did attack me and I apologize, so I didn't report it.
All right. So let me explain something. The facts, but here's the thing. I understand what you want to talk to me about, but I want to stop you for a little bit, all right? And the reason why I want to stop you just a little bit is because your attorney may not want you to tell me about certain facts of your case. All right?
I've done a year's time, 360 days. So I was trying to see if I could get, conference and take time.
Oh, well, here's the thing. That's negotiations. So you'll have to speak with your attorney about that. And your attorney will have to speak to, well, here's the thing. You need to speak to your attorney about that. Your attorney will have to speak to the state about that. Then you can come back and approach, okay? So counsel, if you want a reset, I'll give you a reset, or if you want to.
I'll do the probation.
Here's a concern that,
I'll do the probation.
Ms. O'Banion has too, is that she has been, it's been recommended that you do them, in my, mental health.
Oh, that's fine, I'll do it.
She's not aware that she has to stay in custody until they interview her.
That's fine.
She's under the impression that she's gonna get out today.
All right, you will not be out today. What I can do is I can do a referral to the mental health court and see if they'll accept her.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson.
I'll do that.
All right.
And I'll do 3 years probation with you all.
No. Here's the thing. We're gonna see about mental health court. Mental health court, if you're accepted into that program and you successfully complete it, there is no plea. It's sort of a pretrial diversion program, okay? So, Norma, let's refer this to mental health court. What dates are they accepting? They're gonna tell me. Well, let me explain to you. The reason why you may have been in custody a while is because anytime someone is deemed to be incompetent, let me just explain to you the process. Legally, according to the law, and this is something you'll have to change with the legislature. If you deem to be incompetent and it is a violent offense, this is alleged to be a violent offense, what ends up happening is you are transferred to the state hospital. I have no control over that. That's the law. I'm just telling you the law. I have no control. What date, Ms. Ferguson?
That's what he offered me.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what date? What date?
I can put May 12th.
All right, so we're gonna come back on May 12th. All right, thank you.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get you some mental help.
What does that mean?
You just go to the court.
In jail or?
They'll get out. Yes, she just told you. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Sorry to bug you on that. but-
Oh, no, it's
Had to
not a
be-
problem.
had to
That's
be
what I'm
done.
here for.
Okay.
All right, if you all can make sure I get that mental health control. Her up here. Oh, yeah, I'll take that up in a minute. Stephanie Sandoval. Oh, counsel, do you have the dates?
Yes,
If you'll give them to me.
they're actually 227 days instead of 131.
Oh, my gosh. All right, this is what I need you to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to go to court admin because this is a lot for me to put in.
Here, just
Oh, we got an email. Just 1 second. Norma, print that off for defense. All right, they're gonna print something off for you, have you check it against these dates.
Okay. Thanks, Judge.
And if the dates are incorrect, then I know where to send you to get it corrected.
Okay.
All right, court is calling 2018 CR 12679 State versus Stephanie Sandoval.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. If I can have parties announced.
Jason, Gary here for the state. Nathaniel Navy for Ms. Sandoval.
And are you Miss Sandoval? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Stephanie Sandoval who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 12679 for the offense of assault peace officer judge on October 4th, 2019 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Correct.
Is that you? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. Defendant Stephanie Sandoval did in there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2024, in violation of condition number 5.
All right. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
The waiver remains violated condition.
No objection. No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Just,
Do you,
and I apologize. I thought it was a 3rd-degree felony which she was charged with.
no,
Okay.
it's listed as a second.
It is.
All right. So did you understand that? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? That's either yes or no. If you don't want to continue to go forward with this, then it will be set for a contested.
Hoping not.
No. I'm not here to figure out what your agreement is. My only question for you is, you've pled true to violation of condition number 5. Is that correct? All right, so do you understand that I can revoke you regardless of whatever agreement you reach with the state? I can revoke you and sentence you up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Can I have just a moment, Judge?
Sure.
Just a minute.
Okay.
I'll go.
All right, thank you. Well, counsel,
Yes,
then
sir.
I believe that the deputies can take your client back. We'll make sure that the dates are corrected.
Okay.
All right. That
So-
way the deputies don't have to hold on to her, but you can let her know it's gonna get corrected today.
Okay, so do you just go there and come back here or just,
Yes, to make sure it's in the system.
okay,
Yeah, we'll just bring it back, talk to me.
talk to Lupe and then I'll be back. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
She's asking me if she'll be released today. I mean,
What I can tell you, whatever the correct credit is, that's the credit you're going to receive. But I'm gonna let the deputies take you back because they can only have so many inmates in the box. But your time, whatever the correct time is, we're gonna make sure you have it today, okay? All right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, we're back on the record in 2018 CR 12679. So my question to you is, you're entering a plea of true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand by entering true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court is going to find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor. It is to deny the motion to adjudicate, continue on or refer with the amended conditions of extended for 2 years. Also, a TAP evaluation while in custody and a drug court evaluation. If she's not accepted, the state is recommending, I believe the defense counsel might argue on this, if she's not accepted, from drug court, safe.
And that's our understanding of what the state is recommending, Judge. I guess, my understanding is we do have an agreement to extend and keep her on her probation or community supervision. we would just be asking for an intensive monitored outpatient type situation with drug testing. And Judge, there's a lot that I'd like for you to consider.
Yes.
We can do it briefly if I could just
Sure.
swear my client in.
Oh, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right. State your name for the record.
Stephanie Sandoval.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay, Ms. Sandoval, you're aware that you've failed to report for multiple months on this community supervision, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And can you tell us what happened in July of 2024?
The father of my child and love of my life was killed in a big accident, and we have a 3-year-old.
Okay, what kind of an accident was that?
A lady took her cancer treatment pill for the first time and fell asleep at the wheel, so he was ejected and he flatlined 3 times and had a heart attack.
Okay. And is his name Ricardo Arana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is a copy of his obituary?
Correct.
And Judge, I've tendered this to the state. If I could just proffer to the court, sure, consider it for your consideration.
You are counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Okay. And did Mr. Arana provide childcare to your daughter as well as yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And so once he was killed, essentially most of the burden fell on you. Is that correct?
Correct. My car was out of commission. I didn't have it. I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. My daughter was born with a medical condition, so once he was gone, I couldn't leave her at home alone because, obviously to go to the lab, you need somebody to care for your children because they're not allowed there.
Okay.
I'm not making excuses, like, it's my responsibility, but I couldn't leave her alone.
Okay. Have you historically had issues with alcohol?
Yes, and
Okay.
I'm not making excuses, my past transgressions. I just don't want to be her fault for her to lose both of her parents within years.
All right, so here's my question. Where is your child now? Who's taking care of the child? All right, so here's the problem the court has. One, I think inpatient treatment is the best for you because looking at the motion to revoke, I understand that you're only pleading to number 5, but I have all of these violations of condition number 2, and it's before the death of your husband using meth and amphetamines over and over, and then not submitting to drug testing over and over. So you have a choice. And let me just tell you what your choice is. I can revoke you. I'll sentence you to 3 years in the prison, or either you're staying in the custody, you're going to be referred to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, you're going to safety. Those are your only choices.
Could we present you I have some things regarding the drug use to present, if that's okay, Judge.
Sure, you
If I
can.
could ask her about that.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. Okay. And so there have been positive tests for amphetamines, correct?
Correct.
What mental health conditions do you struggle with?
I have ADHD, PTSD, anxiety.
Okay. And were you taking Adderall?
Yes,
And you're aware that Adderall contains amphetamines?
yes,
And admittedly, were there times where you took that without a prescription?
yes,
Okay. But do you currently have a prescription for that?
yes.
Okay. And I've tendered this to the state as well. Is this a copy of your
Correct.
current prescription?
Yes.
Copy this to the court as well. Okay. And is there anything else that you'd like for this judge to know about your motivations, your hope moving forward, and anything about your case?
Yes, I know that drug supervision and being drug tested is imperative as well as federal support. I'm currently continuing doing an IOP, but also the Children's Specialty Court contacted me. And I really want to work with them to try to be unified with my child, which I will also be getting drug tested 3 times a week. Judge, I made so many mistakes in my life that have kept me from doing well.
And so regardless of what happens in this court, you're going to be drug tested 3 times a week. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. You've been on this probation since 2019. You missed drug testing. You've been using Adderall, sometimes with a prescription, sometimes without a prescription. So you have 2 choices. I can send you to prison for 3 years, or either you're going to be referred to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, you're going to safety. If you're honest with felony drug court, what I can tell you is felony drug court will accept you. It's a difficult program. They will work hand in hand with the CPS court. Those are your only two choices. So what do you choose?
I want to try going to the drug court so I can try to get my daughter back.
All right, so the court is going to deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to the following in custody. There should be a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then there's to be safety. And there's to be 160 sober meetings in 160 days upon release. No unsupervised contact with minors. And probation, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, she needs to be extended.
Yes, thank you. I knew I was thinking about that. Extend for 2 years.
And just to clarify, Judge, the no unsupervised contact with minors, does that apply to her daughter as well, or is that?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that there's I guess a CPS
Yeah, there's.
thing
we
going
have a
on.
Visitation and you were hoping to reunify within 6 months to a year.
Well, that visitation needs to be supervised, and usually that's what CPS does.
It is.
But if CPS eventually at some point were to modify it so that she could have custody, would this be modified as well, Judge?
Well, she'll need to come here. A motion will need to be filed. I'll hear it. And what I can tell you is during that hearing, they can appear by Zoom, but I'm gonna need the caseworker and the children's attorney if there is a child's attorney.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You too, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Can you pull a file? Can you pull a file for Louis Alec Martinez to announce? Louis Alec Martinez. Thanks.
She has a.
Luis Martinez. Mr. Martinez, come down.
Glad you know. Oh, Judge.
All right, hello. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. So has the correct disc been uploaded?
I have a disc that, so if I could say,
Mhm.
we do have discovery that the state provided, however, it's a video from two different angles of the same person, and it's a multi-count indictment of 5 individuals,
Okay,
and the video is only of one person. And I've already discussed this with Megan. Megan's gonna reach out to the detective and see about the other 4, if the other 4 did a video interview, audio interview. And
so you need the video and audio interview of the other
of the
party?
other 4 individuals, if they exist. Megan's actually actively checking with the detective. And I've also asked the state to reach out to the CWs for a figure, a number. The state's gonna work on that.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for the 3rd week in May. What date?
I can do the 20th.
All right, is May 20th good for you, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you are excused. Just wait for the reset from your attorney.
Thank you,
You're
Judge.
welcome. What page is Martinez on?
Page 5. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Nieves Carrillo. Yes.
The deal is
not in the courtroom, she's in custody. But what I wanted to do, Judge, we talked to the state, we have reached a resolution. I know the court's shutting down at 11:30. I'd like to bring her back Monday for a plea.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, Nieves is going to be recalled for Monday for disposition. All right, thank you.
ABCs?
Oh, yes. Oh, let me give this to your wife. Okay. Yeah. We like.
Bless your heart. Thank you, Judge.
Tell her I said hello.
I will.
I love her power prayers in the morning. They get me going.
Absolutely. She loves doing it.
All righty.
We'll see you later.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye-bye.
Who am I sending this to, Judge? I'm sorry.
Barbara
Barbara,
Paulson.
okay, that's fine.
Richard Cantu. Who's here on Richard Cantu? Richard Cantu going once, going twice. Ramiro Guzman. Hello. How are you doing? I love the medal. I'm waiting to get mine from them. Oh, no, I have that
You have the
one.
226. It's pretty
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes, I do. So I'm like,
Oh, lovely. I love it.
all right. So he's entering a plea on one case, is that correct?
So here's what we're doing, Judge. It's gonna be a revocation of the MTR,
Mhm.
2 to do, and then 2 to do on the new case and run them concurrent.
All right.
We're just gonna package
Court
it up.
is, all right, court is calling 2024 CR 6742 and 2024 CR 012233, State versus Ramiro Guzman. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harrison, state.
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
All right, and are you Mr. Guzman?
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to proceed on the motion to enter adjudication of guilt. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ramiro Guzman who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6742 for fraudulent use or possession of identifying information less than 5 items on July 18, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you? State?
On or about the 15th day of September 2024 in Bear, Texas, defendant Ramiro Guzman committed offense of assault, violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Indicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment 2 years of confinement in a state jail facility running concurrent with 2024 CR 012233.
Is that the agreement?
That is the agreement, Judge.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility. You be credit for any time served. This run concurrent with 2024 CR 012233. There should be no contact with Chalisa CHALISA, LaShawn, LASEAN Thomas, and Anna Fernanda Chavez. There should be a $10,000 fine, time and money will run concurrent. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Done.
All right, we're proceeding in the next case, cause number 2024 CR 012233. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge, yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Guzman, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Done.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, done.
You're charged with assault on a public servant as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you're in a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Guzman, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 6742. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And
Yes.
did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Standing exhibit on an attack.
No objections.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
All right, court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 6742. There's to be restitution, if any, to Deputy J. Ramirez. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
24.
All right, so you're gonna have to make a decision on how you want to live your life. If you're gonna live your life continuing on this vein, you know what's gonna end up happening? Either you're gonna be in prison, you're gonna run into somebody who's better than you, and you're gonna be seriously injured, And nobody's going to feel sympathetic because of your history. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever is going on in your life, get it together. If you need help, you're homeless, because I see in here that you were homeless. If I'm still here, you can come back. There are plenty of places in San Antonio that will help you with that. You understand?
So,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thanks, counsel.
Yes, Judge.
And Deputy Laura, we're done with Guzman. I'm sorry, Ramiro Guzman.
Yeah, your files are done. You put Sergio Martinez. Okay. Just send them out. Hey. Close the book.
How long is file here for?
Just the MTR.
Mario Huwiti. Good morning. I don't even know if I can read this. This is so old.
Yes, Judge.
Hello, are you all ready to proceed on this motion?
Judge, we're going to be resetting to a contested hearing apparently.
All right, Ms. Ferguson.
Yeah.
Need a contested hearing.
May 12th.
All right, May 12th.
You ready?
All right,
Let's go.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, Judge, I wanted to ask you, I have a copy of the motion to revoke. Can I get a copy of the probation violation report?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The speaker-
Violation for the court summary.
Court summary.
All right, all right.
Sorry, Judge.
No problem. The probation will need a court order for that, but
Okay.
I'll sign the court order.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't need that. Yeah, I'll put it in the system.
I'll eat on some tonight.
Okay.
What's the date, Judge? On
May 12th.
Let's see if I'm sorry.
What is the cause number in that case? Because the cause number in the system is weird. Okay, thank you. Felipe Lopez. All right, on this one, are you all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke or no? All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1619 State versus Felipe Anthony Lopez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
This is Pauline Portillo for Mr. Felipe Antonio Lopez.
Can I have a file stamp? Oh, no, not that one's down. Okay. And are you Felipe Lopez? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Felipe Antonio Lopez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 1619 for the offense of terroristic threat against, well, it was reduced to terroristic threat as a Class A misdemeanor. Is that you? All right, state.
On or about the 17th day, of March 2025, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Felipe Antonio Lopez did then and there failed to consent to search of his person, residence, vehicle, violation of condition number 6.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. State waives the remaining violation element.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 6, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 6? Court is going to find violation of condition number 6 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
On motion. Staff evaluation, city, and follow record.
Is that the agreement?
Judge, to some extent, however, I'm going to ask the court to consider to allow him to wait for the TAP evaluation while he's at home, even if they have to consider GPS requirements. He does work, he does help provide for his family. And at this point, it's going to be a hardship on him and his family for him to wait in custody for that TAP evaluation. Again, this is a case that was reduced to a misdemeanor. He has little.
Why isn't he letting people search his vehicle?
Well, Judge, I think he can speak to that.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right, so when you sign conditions with probation, sometimes people just gloss over what probation is saying to them. But one of the things that people tend to gloss over is that when you're on probation, you're supposed to support your dependents. That means you have to take care of your children financially. If you don't, they can file a motion to revoke. One of the other things when you're on probation, you're waiving your rights to not allow them to search your home, your vehicle. So were you not aware of that?
I was aware of that, yeah.
So why are you not letting them search?
I was certainly angry, it was unpresentable at the time.
No, that's no excuse. I guarantee you, if they would have saw your room was filthy, they probably would have said, we don't want to search this. It's too dirty for us. But filth is not an excuse for not letting them do their job. I don't know if something else is going on or not, but this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to give you a choice. I can deny the motion. You're going to do your TAP evaluation in custody, or either I can revoke you and I'll sentence you to 180 days at the Bexar County Jail. What do you choose? All right, the court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include TAP evaluation in custody, follow TAP recommendations. All right, we can go off the record. And this dirty room you have, is this at your place or someone else's? All right, you need to clean it. All right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a seat, sir.
Yes.
Okay, this is where we are at. I talked to Lupe.
Mhm.
He recalculated the days and the time. He said the judgment is correct in calculating the daytime, the back time.
Mhm.
What the problem seems to be is that the state jail facility is not calculating and adding the days she was in county before she was picked up.
All right, so what you'll need to do then is, Norma?
Yes.
See if you can have him speak with Barbara Paulison.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get it solved today.
Okay.
We're looking to talk to Barbara?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, for the defense attorney to talk to her, to explain to her what the issue is. Marco Marino. And no more files.
But we have one more to clean.
All right, one, that's it.
Two more, please. They're
All
just
right.
trying to hurry up, but she
Okay,
just has a lot on her plate right now.
all right, yes. On this case, we were last here for discovery. And today is plea deadline date. So, is this gonna be a jury trial?
Yes.
All right. You can do a jury trial, a bench trial. I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody else. You want a bench trial? If the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't, I'm going to find you not guilty. So you want a bench trial or jury trial? Okay. All right, Norma, they want a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to call it next week?
Yeah, or if you want.
All right, you'll be back next week for your jury trial. Have your client dressed for trial April 21st.
Okay, Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a seat, sir. Well.
I got it up there and I got busy. And I don't know what to do.
Who's here on Cortez Polk? All right, where's Mr. Polk?
He's in custody.
All right, so
So I'm in the process of trying to file the motion for competency right now. I did get the letter from Matt letting me know that they had concerns, and then obviously, I'm not opposed to having him evaluated.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm not opposed to him being evaluated.
No, I mean, he was supposed to already been evaluated. So it's from April 3rd, it says recall 417 to will evaluate mental health issues.
And he hasn't been evaluated.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what is the update on Mr. Polk not being evaluated?
Let me.
I know that.
A few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's why I wanted
Okay.
to just file the competency, Judge.
Deputy Laura, you can take Mr. Polk back. I don't think he was requested, but you can take him back. And Norma, recall this for May 19th. 9 a.m. All right, thank you.
Yes, no, I'll CC you. I mean, I have it in my, I was almost done.
Yes. Ms. Abrams, Polk is being called for May 19th. Defense counsel is going to file a mental health evaluation. Heather Pippin. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 002-787 and 2025 CR 002-788, State versus Heather Pippin. Can I have parties announced?
Any for the state of Texas?
Yeah, Ron Ross for the defendant.
Okay. And are you Ms. Pippin? Counsel, have you received all discovery in each of these cost numbers? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Pippin, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, in each cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, in each cause number, you proceeding on the indictments as presented?
25 CR 002788. State will be waiving count 2, proceed on count 1.
Any objection?
No, Judge. With the other case, 2025 CR 002787, will proceed on the indictment as stated.
All right. In each of those cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In each cause number, you're charged with offenses. The range of punishment is 2 to 10 years and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. In each cause number, you're charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled person, bodily injury. Did you understand? In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers? Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Miss, in each cause number, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen? In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? In each cause number, your punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. There are no applications. The cause numbers will run concurrently. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. With an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition or be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Judge.
State. In each cause number, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there many such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Defense has no objections.
All right, and state, have you had a chance to speak with the complainants? All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the documents entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right. In each cause number, after reviewing each cause number, the court will find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
And honestly, I will tell you this, I know that when I was asking you, you know, are you satisfied with the way you've been represented, and you paused? Honestly, this is a case where you probably deserve life in prison for doing this to a child, but your attorney was able to get you a bargain of 8 years. I'm going to follow that, but you deserve so much more. So the court is going to, in each cause number, well, let's start with this. In cause number 2025 CR 002788, the court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, of course, because the court is legally required to. $1,500 fine. Time and money will not run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 002787. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with minors. And there's to be no contact with the complainant. And that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Your Appeal? Rights to appeal with your attorney. Did you understand it?
Yes.
Because that's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. In cause number 2025 CR 002787, court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will not run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 002788. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with minors and no contact with the complainant. And that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about that, you need to speak to an attorney. We can go off the record. So here's the thing. This, what you did, is some kind of Sybil stuff from the movie Sybil with the abuse going on. You are one of those people. You shouldn't be around children and you shouldn't be around animals. Anything that is vulnerable, you should not have any contact with them because it's going to be dangerous for them. So I'm ordering no contact with minors. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good luck. Thank you.
Have a seat, ma'am.
Those are not HEB specials, are they? Those are
No, well, I would tell you, we had some 8th grade students to come in and they did mock trial all yesterday at beginning from 8 to 12:30. And so they brought the flowers for the staff.
nice. Oh, great.
Yeah. Thank you. page is Pippin on? All right, Deputy Laura, you can take her back.
You need to wait, sir. No, you need to wait. Thank you.
James Kellogg. Court is calling 2025 CR 001641 State versus James Kellogg. Can I have parties announced for the record? State. Defense.
Sean Sheffield, Your Honor, ready.
And are you Mr. Kellogg? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any? Yeah, there is an application. Mr. Kellogg, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, waiving state jail will be your enhanced application.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Just off the record for a moment. So these CC numbers, those are from, all right, it's listed as 187th on them. All right.
Should be 5, County Court 5, Judge. I can make changes.
All right, sure. Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. So with regards to the admonishments, you reviewed it all with your attorney, understand it, signed it in all the appropriate places? All right, you're charged with evading arrest detention with previous convictions. That makes it a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
You believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kellogg, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2024 CC 741125, 2024 CC 741126. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motion?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Stand in Exhibit 1, attachments.
No objection.
State you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Regarding the TAP evaluation, Your Honor, we're asking that he be released and be able to do that out of custody. Currently, he has informed me, he's been 5 years sober, no issues with that. So he does not believe that there's going to be any issues with the TAP evaluation, Your Honor.
All right, why do you keep running from the police? Here's the thing, you've learned in Texas, if you keep running from the police, whether it's on foot or not, they will enhance you. And now you're in a felony court, not because you were evading the police in the vehicle, but because you were running. And 9 times out of 10, if you're running, you're gonna get caught.
Yes, Your Honor, lately it's just back item issue would be tased.
Well, then we come back to why you were tased, what's
I
going
do.
on. All right, how far did you go in school?
To look for,
Why didn't you graduate?
I dropped out.
Why? And I ask these questions because one, these are things you need to think about. And two, I'm trying to make a decision on what conditions to set for you so you can be successful in life. So do you have any support system here?
Yes, my mother,
All right, do you have any children?
no,
All right, that's probably a good thing until you get your life in order. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 3 years, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, 200 hours of community service restitution, 100 of hours will be waived if he completes his GED. I'm not requiring it, but if he does, 100 hours will be waived. The remaining 100 hours will be waived if he obtains some sort of trade school certificate. Again, I'm not going to require that. So whether you're doing 200 hours of community service, working in the sun, picking up trash, or improving yourself is completely up to you. There is to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 7 months. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation out of custody.
Thank you, Judge.
And 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need in order to be successful?
yeah, a better support system, obviously.
Oh, well, that will help you if you do, which I'm ordering. Once you do your sober support meetings, you'll have a support system.
Thank
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Sergio Garcia.
We just need a daycare protected MTR.
All right,
A date for a contested MTR, please.
all right. How long do y'all think this, what date are you all looking for?
Court's discretion.
All right. Let me, just 1 second.
Sure.
What's the cause number?
It is 2022 CR 9291.
9291?
Yes.
All right, just 1 second. So that hasn't been here, that's why. So, what date for, how long, what is the allegation in the motion?
It's a new number 1 on an assault family second and a drug violation, a positive UA.
All right. So, Ms. Ferguson, Set this, are you available the second week in May?
Sure.
All right, give me a second week in May date, please.
We'll do the 12th.
All right, May 12th will be your contested hearing.
That's great, Judge. Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a seat there.
And what page is he on the docket?
I'm so sorry, is that May 12th?
Yes. Who's here on Richard Cantu? Oh, I don't have that.
It's a Craig and Bill.
All right, Craig Cantu. Hello. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011675. State versus Craig Cantu. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Rick Fanning for the state of Texas.
Monica Guerrero for Mr. Cantu, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Cantu? All right, you entered a plea on February 27th of no contest. There was an application for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. State is opposed to your application. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report or TAP? State? Defense?
No,
Any
Your-
witnesses?
No, Judge. I do have some certificates to show the court.
All right, thank you. All right, the court will hear arguments. State you're opposed. Why are you opposed?
Given his criminal history of 2005 resisting arrest, that he did 9 months jail on, 2008 possession of marijuana, 24 days jail, 2009 possession of marijuana, 24 days. Jail.
Okay, you're moving too quickly. Court reporter has to take it down. All right.
2012 possession of marijuana, 27-day JSAT, 2013 terrorist threat, 22-day JSAT, 2018 possession of controlled substance, 2 years in the prison. Most recently, 2020 assault, family violence, 96-day JSAT. With his record, Your Honor, combined with the facts of the case, combined with the fact that he has had an opportunity to rehabilitate himself in the past with 3 prior trips to SADF and 1 to ISF, those dates are 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2023. It's the state's position that he's had his opportunity to get the help with probation like he should have gotten in the past, but now we're here after 4 attempts to do so, and feel like what's changed. I don't feel like there will be a change at this point, and with the facts of this case and the other case that is being taken into consideration, going and gun being used, I feel that the 6 years of cap is the best appropriate sentence for you.
All right, defense.
And on behalf of my client, Your Honor, while he's been in jail, as you've noticed, he wasn't just sitting around doing nothing. He did complete the batterers intervention program that would have been a condition of a family violence case. He passed the first part of his GED, so he has passed the reading part. He's struggling a little bit with the math, so I guess he's on track to be a lawyer then. He said that he has reached out to Victory Outreach and he's got a bed waiting for him there. He would really like an opportunity to get some drug treatment, maybe felony drug court. I don't know if they can take him with this type of charge. It is not an aggravated charge. But he thinks that if he can get a program like that, that he could get on the straight and narrow and not offend anymore. Everything that he's done in the past has always been related to drugs or alcohol. And even in this incident, he apparently was under the influence of alcohol. So he's asking at this time that the court consider, number 1, deferred adjudication so that if he messes up, you can put him in prison for 10 years. And number 2, that you send him to some type of a drug rehab or felony drug court.
All right. So, Mr. Cantu, I want you to know that I see people as individuals. And I understand that a lot of times people are going through their own struggles, right? And criminal history, when I was a defense attorney, I would always hate for the state to bring up criminal history because I said, you know, look where we are now, we're changing. But criminal history is sort of like a credit report and it has to be looked at and considered. And I do appreciate the fact that you have availed yourself of the programs at the jail, but I don't think you're appropriate candidate for probation. So the court is going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to a $1,500 fine, time and money rent current. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant, so that relationship is over. Taking consideration AL 2178-722, I'm going to request the therapeutic community that should help with any drug issues. Going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, and there's to be no contact with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and also a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I truly do appreciate that you've tried to improve yourself, going back to class, doing GED. I know that is very difficult, but I don't want you to give up. This is not the end of your life, right? So you're just going to have to learn things, all right? Good luck to you. You're welcome.
Mr. Cantu?
Maybe excuse me.
Yes. Who is Richard Cantu? I keep calling.
It's Meredith Cantu's client. She needed.
All right. Luis Briceño. Court is calling 2024 CR 011184 State versus Luis Briceño. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Jason Garrett for the state, Your Honor.
Roberto Ambrosino for the defense.
And are you Luis Briceño?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Briceño, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Right.
Mr. Briceño, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Briceño, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at $2,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor, I would just like to be heard on the fine and the
All
permit
right.
finding.
State?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Sign it in both places.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your
Counsel, any such motions?
Honor. No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. All right. So why are you doing this nonsense?
Just got into a lot of stupid stuff when I was.
No, this is not stupid stuff.
Your Honor, he was in a bad spot at the time. He was very young. He was still in high school when this happened. Since that has happened, however, he was having some issues with alcohol at the time. And he has since, on December 23rd, he went into a program called New Choices Treatment Centers. He did 60 days inpatient there, and he's actually still doing outpatient there. He's in the aftercare program where he was working at McDonald's currently, and he's still in the aftercare there. He was previously enrolled at San Antonio College. I believe the plan is to get back enrolled there. He was in a very bad, dark, depressed spot at that point in time, but he's really made some efforts to turn the corner, and I think he's in a much better path at this point.
I mean, I know he's in a much better place, but I still don't understand why. And this is a 10th grader and he was in 12th grade. Were you in 12th grade? Because it says here the stipulations that this was a 10th grader. I mean, that's what's circled in the steps, that he was a 10th grader, you're a 12th grader. And I will tell you, regardless of what people say, these are all high students, there's a big difference between a 10th grader and a 12th grader. Just like there's a big difference between a 6th grader and a 7th grader, which, I'm not in charge of the legislature. I don't know why they didn't keep 1st through 5th graders together instead of trying to rush 6th graders into middle school. But that's for another day.
I believe they were some sort of relationship, and I think it had to do with the fallout from that. That's my understanding.
What relationship?
Well, I probably let my client speak on that.
No, I mean, it says in here that he's accusing this 10th grader of harassing his girlfriend. I don't even know why relationships are such in high school where people think, oh, we're in a real relationship. It's like we're married. You're harassing my girlfriend. That's what you tell the teacher. So why did this happen?
Yeah, I guess I just have the self-control at the time to keep myself together. Yeah, still kind of bothers me now.
All right, I can tell you what I'm going to do with this case. I'm accepting your no contest plea. I'm going to find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I'm going to defer finding of guilt. And Ms. Abrams, on this case, can I, the only thing I need is a mental health evaluation, a MIC evaluation, and then we'll see where we are after that. All right, so what date, Ms. Abrams? Oh, just give me a date and we'll put it on that date.
May 22nd.
All right, we'll be back on May 22nd. And at that time, I'll make a decision on your application. All right, make sure that you keep up with the dates. Probation will tell you where you need to go in order to receive the evaluation. And if there's prior commitments that he's had, if you'll get that to probation counsel.
Okay,
All right, thank you. Once you
Thanks.
sign the reset form, you're excused.
okay, thank you.
Judge, the answer I needed or just?
Just the mental evaluation.
Right.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. We'll go over this.
All right, so on page 1, Marino 421, Robles 56, and that's going to be disposition. Pettis 69, Gonzalez.
Judge, on that one, Mr. Garahan asked if he can come back on May 8th.
Okay.
Because he got a drive and wasn't able to do it since he was in town.
All right, if I could have that file, please.
From
All right, that'll be May 8th. Mishler 69. Briseño. What date did we say that's coming back?
5/22, that's what Bashan.
5/22. Gonzalez. If you could pull all the files we have left. Gonzalez, what's happening with that?
I have not seen Martin, Judge.
All right, just put it up here. I'm gonna give that a date. We are gonna, you know what, bring that back for 4/22.
4/22?
Yes. Romero, that's done. Albania, 5/12. Martinez.
I have not seen Mr. Briones.
All right, bring that back for 4/22. State, are you all okay with 4/22 Criminal Trial Division? Jorge Martinez. Okay.
And I don't know if he's here. Is he here?
He's here, he's considered.
Yes.
Oh,
Just to have a seat, we're gonna get with you. Norma, give him a reset form.
yes, ma'am.
Ortiz, 5/29. Short, 4/21. Kellogg, done. O'Brien,
I have not seen Kelly Green or Bob Barron.
State, do you want that brought back next week, 23rd? All right, 4/23. Mescal, 5/12. Adams, we already have a date for that. What date do we give it?
5/15.
5/15. If you could pull the file on Garcia, that's gonna be a judge's warrant.
He was supposed to come in. Oh, he came in late. He didn't just, I guess he didn't check in with the deputy.
Have a seat.
I was sitting at the wrong.
Kalanga, 6/23. Pippin, done. Ortiz, 5/29. Carrillo, 4/21. Medina, 4/24. Short, 4/21. Martinez, 5/20. Adams, 5/15. Garza, I'll take that up. They didn't show.
Judge, I thought you extended her probation. I started in the red.
Oh, yes, I did. You're correct. She didn't have an attorney. Sandoval, done. Cleve, done. Wade, 5/12. Felipe Lopez,
That was done.
yeah. Curiel, done. Maldonado,
Mr. McLean, I have not seen him, Judge.
all right, I'll take care of that. Akuro, done. Cantu Craig, done. Garnica, done. Hiri, 5/12. Castaneda, withdrawn. Castaneda, done. Richard Cantu, that should have already been sent on a different day. I'll check that out. Polk, 5/19. Garcia, 5/12. Maldonado, we'll deal with that. Guzman, done. All righty. All right, everyone, happy Easter. I'm gonna go enjoy my mom and my
Happy
niece.
Bexar.
And then we will be off for the week of Fiesta because Deputy Laura keeps telling me, we were like the children. It was snow day, but you were still making us go to school. So we'll be back at the beginning of May. So you guys be safe. Fiesta is a dangerous time, but a happy time.
I'm gonna sit relaxing.
Yeah. Are you going to Chicken on the Stick with going to Market Square?
I think the only thing I'm doing for Fiesta this year is the pooch parade. I mean, we take our pooch and we walk around. So we've been doing it the last 7 years, 8 years. So it's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, now it's a little bit less strenuous on me because I don't have to carry my child.
Oh, yeah.
Because she would get in the wagon. I was like, a couple years, I go, you're not in the wagon anymore.
Give me a little cart where you can just push me around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But have safe travels.
All right,
Tell mom I
thanks.
said hi.
All right, I will.
Appreciate you for paying attention and watching us. I want a critiques of what I need to get better at.
Oh, you know what she's gonna say? Jason's my favorite son. He doesn't need to do anything.
I like that idea.
All right.